Shalom, shalom, mishpocha. Welcome to another edition of Ray Bash's Ramblings. Today we're going to go through the counting of the Omer from day 12 to day 21, and we're going to discuss the various themes that run throughout those days. Now, on day 12, we find ourselves in week 2 of the counting of the Omer, and there's a weekly theme and there's a daily theme, and these themes come together to make an overall theme for the day. So for day 12, the weekly theme is Gevura. If you'll remember, that is severity and strength. Day 12 is glory, Hod. So the overall theme is the glory of his severity and strength. And the traditional reading for that is Psalm 119, 89 through 96. Day 13, still week 2, so it's Gevura. And the theme for the day is Yesod, intimacy. So the overall theme is the intimacy of his severity and strength. In the traditional psalm that is read is Psalm 119 verses 97 through 104. Now, as we go through these themes are interchangeable. There is one theme that stays for the week, as you know, and a theme for each day. And once that weekly theme is ran through all the other themes, then the next theme in the attributes is taken, and then one by one they're compared to and coupled with all the other attributes through that week. So 13 is Gevura. Oh, okay, I already said that. So the whole theme is the intimacy of his severity and strength. Day 14, still week 2, so it's Gevura. Day 14, the daily theme is Malchut, or kingdom or majesty. So it's the majesty of his severity and strength. Psalm 119, 105 to 112. Day 15 of the Omer, which are 2 weeks and 1 day of the Omer, we start a new weekly theme, which is Tefrit, which is beauty. And the theme for that particular day is Chesed, loving kindness. See how the themes kind of keep recycling? The overall theme is the loving kindness of his beauty. Psalm 119, 113 to 120, that's the traditional reading. Day 16 of the Omer, we began a new theme for the week, which is beauty, Tefrit, and it's Gevura, severity and strength, is the theme for the day. So it is the severity and strength of his beauty. Now, it's odd coupling certain attributes with beauty, such as severity and strength with beauty. Well, how can there be beauty and severity and strength? How can there be victory in beauty? And these other attributes which bring to remembrance judgment or combat or fighting or even glory and victory. How do these things relate to beauty? Well, I remember the story of Esther, of Hadassah, and also in the apocryphal book of Judith. Both of these women were beautiful, beautiful women. They were aesthetically beautiful on the outside, where men desired them greatly. Esther became queen, and Judith, she got in good with the enemy general. And both of these women used their beauty not to seduce per se in a lustful, wrongful kind of way, but they used their beauty to blind the enemy so as to conquer their people, to keep the Jews safe. Now, if you've ever seen a strikingly beautiful woman, and sometimes you'll see an entourage of men gawking and following around, and, oh, what can we do for you? Oh, can I get you some coffee? Can I do this? If that woman said, go jump off a cliff, okay, yes, ma'am, right away, ma'am, and these men would go off and jump off a cliff to their deaths like lemmings into the sea. And so people can be blinded by outward beauty, by aesthetics. And, so even as shallow as something as aesthetic beauty, God can use for the honor and glory of his name. He can use to conquer nations, to defend his people, and to continue to bring solemnness and respect and dignity to his name and to his people. So day 16 is the weekly theme is beauty. The daily theme, the theme for the day, is severity and strength. So it's the severity and strength of his beauty. The traditional psalm is Psalm 119, 112 through 128. Day 17, which are 2 weeks and 3 days of the Omer. Of course, we have the weekly theme of beauty, and we also have the daily theme of beauty. So it's basically the theme is the absolute beauty of his beauty. Psalm 119, 129 to 136. As we go through these attributes, we're to see God in these attributes, obviously, but we're also to try to emulate those attributes and the combinations of those attributes and apply them to our lives through what we read in his Torah. Now, Psalm 119, that psalm is nothing else but about his Torah. It's about how great and how wonderful, how applicable, how flexible, how multifaceted, multi-purposed his Torah is. So we get to see all these attributes within the Torah itself. Now, who's the living manifestation of the written Torah? Yeshua. So we should see these attributes in Yeshua. Now, who is Yeshua? Yeshua is basically God in the flesh. He is Echad. He is one with Yahweh, and he is an emanation of Yahweh come to earth. Day 18 is the weekly theme is beauty, and the daily theme is victory. The victory of his beauty. And, we can clearly see that in the stories that I just related to you with Esther and Judith. The psalm is 119, verses 137 to 144. Day 19, the weekly theme is beauty. The daily theme is Hod, or glory, the glory of his beauty. And we know that when Yeshua HaMashiach returns in all of his glory and all of his victory and all of his severity and strength, that he's going to be beautiful. It's going to be beautiful to see him coming on that white horse, draped in those royal garments dipped in blood, with the tzitzit hanging off of his side, with the entourage of the warring believers behind him to conquer and vanquish the enemies for good. So it's going to be a very beautiful, glorious sight. Day 20, the weekly theme is beauty. The daily theme for the 20th day is intimacy, yesod, the intimacy of his beauty. What could be more intimate than God himself breathing into us the breath of life in the beginning? Not only that, but what could be more beautiful and more intimate than Yahweh sacrificing his own son so that we may have a personal, intimate unbroken relationship with the creator of the universe? Those things are very intimate. Those things are very beautiful. So the intimacy of his beauty. The daily psalm is Psalm 119, verses 153 to 160. Now, day 21, where we're going to end this segment, is the daily theme is beauty, or the weekly theme is beauty. The daily theme is majesty, the majesty of his beauty. There's nothing more regal, nothing more beautiful, nothing more majestic than, again, to see the King in all his glory return and to bring his people home. It's a beautiful, but yet it's a majestic sight. Not only that, what could be more beautiful than a king getting down on the level of his son to instruct his son, to spread out his faults before his son, to say, son, these are the mistakes I've made. You can learn from these mistakes. Who do we know that did such a thing? The whole book of Proverbs is about that, where Solomon is taking his son aside and saying, son, listen to the laws and the instructions of your father and mother. Listen to me. I'm talking to you, speaking to you from my heart. I don't want you to make the same mistakes that I've made. There's a lot of water that's gone under my bridge. I've got a lot of experience under my belt. Let me share that with you so you can be even a better king than I ever was. So that is the majesty of his beauty. And Yahweh is the King of the universe. Yet through his Torah, through his word, through Yeshua HaMashiach, the living word, he's so intimately beautiful and majestic with us because we are prince and princesses and a royal nation of priests. And yet he intimately tells us his word and the inside things, the deep things of the universe and of the kingdom. So the psalm is Psalm 119, verses 161 to 168. So hopefully you enjoyed this and got something out of it. Tune in again next time. We'll pick up with the 22nd day of the Omer. Shalom and Shavua Tov Mishpacha.